It's time to bring in our experts who, mind you, both got it right. One called it a bloodbath and the other said 70 to Chennai and 30 to Pune.
No, in fairness, Dino got it right. He said,
it wasn't a bloodbath.
There would be a bloodbath. Now, it would have been a bloodbath against Chennai. Can you imagine? They got them out for 165.
Right.
You know, Pune batsmen were like rabbits in front of headlights. Oh, just panicked, didn't know where to go, didn't know what to do. Absolutely useless.
Farokh,
I don't know who to sack first, the coach, manager, the captain,
I want to ask him that question. Okay,
Alan Donald, lot have to go.
Alan Donald is the head coach. Praveen Amre is the assistant coach. Deep Dasgupta is the assistant coach and cricket operations. Rob Walters is the trainer and fielding coach of Pune. I don't want anyone to lose their job, but what happens? This is professional IPL.
No, I don't want anyone to lose a job. But surely they can't go and play. I mean, a couple of runouts. Luke Wright was extremely unlucky. You know, Steven Smith led a superb straight drive and off his foot, the bowler's foot. I mean, luck plays a very important part. But it's not luck. Dino said they would get a mauling. And losing by 37 runs is a mauling in limited overs cricket. Bloodbath, I'm not sure.
Is that what you meant by saying bloodbath?
They could have played so much better, couldn't they?
Farokh or Rookie or Mr. Engineer, whatever, you just got the percentages right. And I told you before, 8 out of 5 people have problems with fractions, right? So, and the same thing goes here. Now, I told you this was going to be a bloodbath, and there's one major thing that stands out for me in this whole match. Why does MS Dhoni pick up a stump at the end of the match and take it home? I don't get that.
That's the only thing that's...
You know how much the stump is worth after being signed?
Oh, no.
Hey, can you imagine the collection?
I want to say this. Hang on. I want to say this. When I walk into your house, in your beautiful house in Manchester, first thing I want to see is your stump, is it? I'd rather look at your bats.
The stump with the camera is the most precious one, you know. But I mean, coming back to Chennai, they shot themselves in the foot.
Right.
You know, they bowled extremely well. It's the batsmen who let them down. And there's something radically wrong. The top 5 batsmen, I did give them a 20% chance of winning, you know. And I think...
You're blaming the batsmen. My question to you is... and
the batsmen let them down big time.
First 10 overs, Pune were getting it right. They had 55 on the board, Chennai. Only 55 in the first 10 overs.
And then
last 4 overs, they got 60 runs. Fine, Dhoni was responsible for that, and we'll talk about Dhoni.
But
what about Pune's bowling? What about Pune's bowling?
But at the death, that's the most important thing, isn't it? You know, I've always said, at the death, if you give them 15, 20 runs and over, you know, you're losing the match there.
This is where Alan Donald actually said on TV.
And this is coming from...
We practice and we practice and the guys hit their markers at practice. But you know what? Practice is cheap. It is. Sooner or later, you've got to have the nerve and you've got to hold your heart and your confidence to do this type of stuff when it matters most. Farokh did it, and in his time when he played, sooner or later you have to stand up. And unfortunately, they don't have an X-factor, Pune, with their bowling. And they just got an average batting team.
And this is coming from a team that has a head coach and
Dino and I were
a bowler.
Main bowler, I was a wicket keeper, you know, opening batsman. And you were a batsman primarily. But if they told you to go and bowl Yorkers,
you could do that.
I'm sure 3 out of 6 or 4 out of 6 you'd put in the block hole. I would.
Oh, okay.
You know, you're talking about the cricketing sense would tell you that.
You're talking about the block hole, and we all understand that Yorkers are important. I want to put you both on the spot. We'll stay on this page on the points table, which you're seeing on your screen. Chennai, Bangalore, Rajasthan, Mumbai, Hyderabad. Let's face it, it's going to be one of these teams that go in the top 4. Yes. Who are your top 4? You know, you are first.
Chennai. Without doubt. Mumbai, I think their run home, they play CSK, KKR, 2 difficult matches, Pune, Hyderabad, Rajasthan, Kings 11. So they'll get through.
So Chennai, Mumbai and the other 2. Name them now. One team's more or less out. Pune is out. Delhi's out.
I'm going to go Rajasthan.
3rd is Rajasthan. 14?
Oh, not 3rd, but not in that order.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
And the 4th team will be Bangalore.
Bangalore. Yours?
Yeah, I'll go for Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai, and toss-up between Sunrisers and Rajasthan.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bring up this this graphic that I put together about
good to see you
MS Dhoni. It's good to see me working. Professor Dino is the inspiration. We're talking about the fact that when MS Dhoni started his ODI career, he scored, well, he actually came down at about 7. His position of batting was 7. He used to come 5 down. And it took him his 5th inning to get a first century. There you see, versus Bangladesh, versus Bangladesh, versus Bangladesh, versus Pakistan, he was positioned 7. But when he came at number 3, 1 down, he scored his first century, 148. The one that really put him on the map. And if you look at all his centuries, and you look at his big innings, the World Cup also, he came at 1 down.
Who suggested that he should bat higher?
Fine, but his defense, and this is my question to you, his defense is that I am the best exponent of hitting the ball towards the end in the death. Therefore, I am better in the death as compared to others in the death, and therefore I should be there.
But he is good enough to play a controlled innings till the death, so he can get the overhead up, and at the same time he can stay there to finish off. I mean, he's good at both the things.
I told you, I think at the end of his career he'll be finished as the top 3 greatest players India's ever seen.
India's ever seen.
saying it at the end of his career.
But would he be better if he actually went up the order?
What's happened is now, because of all the greats have retired, VVS, Rahul Dravid and all these guys, now he wants to bat at number 6 and 5 in Test cricket. And now he wants to bat himself a little bit higher in the ODIs. As Farokh saying, this guy, he hits the ball funny. He's not classical. He's just different, but he's got an eye like a dead fish, and he can see length, and he whacks the living daylights out of it.
I didn't realize dead fish have good eyes, you know.
Right,
but I mean, but the thing is, he's dominating the crease.
Yep.
The bowlers just cannot bowl a Yorker to him.
Right.
You know, the way he mesmerizes the bowlers.
He did get one good Yorker from Dinda, and Alan Donald was actually clapping on that one.
Yorker is not enough.
It's not enough, and that's been
There's
made
one
very
also
clear.
thing I want to bring up. The running between wickets is a major thing in this game, and I like to pride myself on the running between the
And
wickets
you
and
think
getting
that
the
Dhoni is the
technique.
best?
Unbelievably runs
Correct.
straight lines, does
Correct.
everything right. Now here's my point. Yuvraj Singh has been doing this for 10 years. He runs 15 metres off the side of the pitch. It cost him his wicket tonight. In other words, he got sent back. No, he didn't know what was going. The problem was Steve Smith couldn't even see him in sight. He was 30 metres away, couldn't even hear him.
Well, you've
Unfortunately,
got an extra yard to run, haven't you?
Unfortunately,
Straight away.
I don't want to be the runner
But
between
3
the wickets, but we are
run-outs
running
in
out
the
of the
Pune time.
We're running out of time. I
Well,
got to stop this.
We just
Apologies.
I just cannot fathom out how these Pune batsmen. Come on, guys, you need shaking up.